It's only been a few days. Is that enough time to really get a good read on sales of the Z10?
I don't think it's the ultimate way to really judge how the Z10 is going to do. Certainly, it doesn't bode well for the device. I mean, when you look at other landmark devices when they come out, whether it's a new Samsung Galaxy S4, I think we're going to see significant people buying that phone. The iPhone 5, of course, always comes out in droves. So it's not a great indicator, but you know, it's certainly not the be-all, end-all.
And what are the indications you're seeing so far?
I mean, generally speaking, you just aren't seeing them out and about. Like, I don't know anyone personally that has bought one to use for themselves. You see an awful lot of iPhones and a lot of Samsung phones, some HTC, those kinds of things. So, but again, it's early now. There hasn't been a huge marketing push that you've seen everywhere. The carriers are just kind of getting familiar with the operating system, so it's hard to sell something when you're still learning how to use it.
And yet, while analysts are generally negative on the new product, BlackBerry is seeing a sort of a 6-month rally from investors. You know, why the disconnect? There does seem to be some hope out there.
Well, I think the hope is well-founded. It's certainly a good operating system. You know, BlackBerry 10 is a significant upgrade over BB7. It's a new form factor. And there's also a lot of people are looking forward to the Q10, which is their next BlackBerry 10 device that's going to have a hardware keyboard. And I think that will probably have a better adoption rate just because your hardcore BlackBerry users, that's one of the big things that they look for is the hardware keyboard, and that's what that phone is going to bring to the table.
So given, you know, the wait for the Q10, do you think there is room for 3 popular smartphones, an iPhone, a Samsung Galaxy S4, and a new BlackBerry?
Well, you know, more choice is generally better. It drives all the companies to innovate when you've got multiple people coming at problems. And when I say a problem, we're talking about a mobile operating system. They're using different methods, and they're going to be able to have more innovation in the space, coming up with new features. You know, like BlackBerry's got its Peak feature and its hub that aggregates all of your messaging into one place. And these are certainly valuable additions to the mobile space. It's going to be really hard, though, just because there is so much momentum behind the 2 biggest platforms, iOS and Android. And you're seeing, you know, Microsoft has been in the game for a while with Windows Phone, and they've had trouble gaining traction. So it's really going to take something amazing to do that, or, you know, perhaps the enterprise can be BlackBerry's savior once again if they can keep companies on board with that. But, you know, a lot of people are already switching to BYOD devices with Android and iPhone, so there's certainly an uphill battle there.